What's up guys, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. We're back this week with another video for you. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to build a robotic hand. Not a robotic arm, but a robotic hand. This robotic arm can do crazy things and it looks really cool, so we'll show you how to make it. These Arduino videos take lots of time to make before, off camera and stuff, and planning out, so please subscribe, like, and share with your friends. And yeah, let's get into today's video. So here are the things you will need: 5 potentiometers, 5 servo motors, about 3 breadboards, a couple of wires. So you'll need more wires than this. I just had this many laying around, so yeah. You'll need an Arduino Uno and the cable to upload the code. And that's all. And oh wait, do y'all see the glove? Okay, so the first step is to connect 2 breadboards. Then you get your potentiometers, and this is the wiring, just to see if the thing works, if the wiring part of the stuff works. Okay, so you just connect all 5 of the potentiometers to the 2 breadboards, and over here I extended all the other servo motors, and here's one because the other ones look way too messy. And yeah, so the next step is to extend the GND pin and the 5V pin onto this board, and then put all the brown wires on. See the brown wire over here, it goes forward and extends to this Arduino. So connect all the brown ones onto the GND and all the red wires to the 5V, and then the yellow wires are the source pins. I'll tell you about that later. Okay, so you guys see how there's 3 wires, the brown, red, and yellow. So I said earlier that this is the brown wire, pretty much it's extended, and here's the GND pin all the way on the right, and this one comes here, and then the second orange one comes onto the 5V. Here I ran into a slight problem. Since there are 5 motors and 5 pins over here, 5 like squares, and 2 of the pins are going to be used from the GND and the 5V, that leaves us with 4 pins and 5 motors, which means 2 motors are going to have to be attached somewhere else. So I took out the last part and I kind of extended it over to here. So if you guys can see that this is now the GND right here, and this is the 5 volts. So it's just the same thing as I said, the brown and the red. So the brown is the GND right here. It's gonna come right around here instead of going here, because now this is the GND. We flipped it over, kind of. You can take in a sense like that. And then this one comes right over here. And now for the last one. The source pins aren't really that hard to understand. You just connect them onto, you connect one onto each pin. And as in each pin, I mean pin number 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5. So the yellow pins are the source pins, and these are the digital pins. So here's 9, here's 8, here's 7, here's 6, and last but not least, here is 5. Those are your 5 pins. And if you think this looks messy, well, you're in for a huge surprise. We still got 5 more potentiometers to connect. Okay, so these are potentiometers, and I took them off the breadboard because I didn't have the right type of wire, enough right types of wires. So here are 15 of these wires. These are open from one side and pointy from the other side. So it goes in from one side over here, and then the other side just connects onto the board, whatever you're trying to connect it to. So I took them off, and look, so this is, okay, so the main idea of a potentiometer is one pin is the GND all the way to the left. Actually, no. So one pin is the GND, then the middle pin is, okay, so the left and right pins are the GND and the 5Vs, and the middle is the digital output pin. So digital pin, if you can see on the board where you connected the GND and the 5V, next to are these 5 pins. These 5 pins are called the analog pins. So the middle ones are the analog pins, not the digital ones, the analog ones. So So let's just connect all these wires to them, and I'll just explain how this stuff works. Okay, so this may look like a huge difference, but it's not really that complicated. All I did was that I got rid of these red wires and pretty much just stuck it onto the breadboards. And then from the breadboards I connected it back here. So what you see here is the 5 volts going right into here, and the G and D, which is this yellow wire, going into here. So now all the G and D pins are over here, all the 5V pins are over here. You see how sometimes the wires go onto this? This is just the extension because there are 5 of these and there's only a place to put 3. So this third wire is just the extension from the G and D over here to come over here, and these 2 are the last 2 potentiometer wires. And the same thing is pretty much happening for the 5 volts. Instead of extending it to the side, we just extended it over here. So if you can see on this potentiometer, there's like 2-3 wires jumbled up at this right area. That's the 5 volts. I wanted to keep one of this side open so you could like get a better look at the potentiometers. And yeah, that's all I did. And it's the same thing with the analog pins. I just connect them over here. So right now there's nothing connected on 0, and in the code there's gonna be nothing connected to 0. It's gonna be analog pin 1 through 5.
And if you need any help in understanding this, comment down below and we'll help you.
The code is gonna be in the description as always, and you can check it from there. If there's any problem in downloading the code or viewing it, then just comment down below and I'll send it to you via email. Okay, so this is just the whole overview of how it looks if you spread it out, so you guys get a better understanding of how it looks. And if you guys made it, you can view yours, and if it looks somewhat like this, then you're doing pretty well. So now that you've seen this overview of it, the main idea of the arm is that you're gonna want to use a sponge and straws and a couple of barbecue sticks. So the hand is like this. The hand is pretty much just gonna be pieces of cut sponge. So you see on your hand how you have 1, 2, and 3. These 3 sections of your hand. You're gonna have to cut that out with sponge. This is gonna be kind of like the bones, okay? So you have to cut 3 pieces of barbecue sticks for each finger. 1 over here, 1, and then 1. The whole finger is gonna be connected through straws. So you'll need a couple of straws. There'll be 5 for each hand. Okay guys, so this is all the stuff that's cut out. Here's the workshop. It's kind of messy. I'm not sure if you can see the surrounding areas. Anyway, so this is how one finger is done. So what's gonna happen is that there's gonna be a string going through. So look, we're gonna have a string going through from here, as it come up from here, and it's gonna be attached to this. And it's not gonna be going under from here. So when you pull it, this part closes like this. And okay, so that was the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. And here are some cool things you can do with the hand. So you can move 2 at the same time. You can move pretty much all of them at the same time. And you can make your own codes pretty much by using the same code in the description, just by changing it up a bit and taking the potentiometers off. You can put like patterns in it and do a lot of cool stuff with it. So this was a project, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe, share with your friends, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next build.